Victor Wembanyama will not be the Finals MVP. That award will belong to Stephon Castle. Let me hear your thoughts.
What you just said, everything you just said was complete nonsense. That is so nonsense. Like, what? No Victor Wembanyama if the Spurs win. That makes no sense. We haven't seen, either a 1A or 1B guy not win the Finals MVP in the last couple of decades outside of one example. And maybe you were thinking of it, maybe you thought of it, but I immediately thought of this, and this is Andre Iguodala,
He did
which
not
he
deserve it.
doesn't
I'm
even count.
sorry.
Andre Iguodala was the one outlier, which I mean that in itself was complete asinine. I actually have the numbers. So when Iguodala won Finals MVP, he averaged 8 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the only reason he won Finals MVP is because he was given the matchup of LeBron James, and he held LeBron James to these really terrible numbers of 36, 13, and 9 a game. That's how he was awarded the Finals MVP, which I thought was terrible for the league. It got terrible backlash. Nobody liked it. Everyone known it should have went to Stephen Curry, and I just can't see a way that the Spurs come out on top and Wemby doesn't get it again unless NBA media just goes up in flames. And I love Stephon Castle because I love players that give it 110% every single night. I mean, it's hard to cheer for Russell Westbrook unless that's your reason why. So Stephon Castle, I got nothing bad to say about him. But Victor Wembanyama is the best player. And when it comes to the Spurs team, in my opinion, there's no 1B guy. I truly believe that. I believe there's a one, straight up a one. And then there's those couple next guys. Like some nights it's De'Aaron Fox. Some nights it's Stephon Castle. Some nights it's, Dylan Harper. So I just don't think he's going to be that 1B or 1A guy consistently night in and night out to where people think that he actually deserves the Finals MVP. So I don't know how you strung that sentence together, but congrats on doing that because I would have
So,
probably thrown up.
what if I told you the fate of the universe is on the line? Are you taking Curry still as the Finals MVP? Because, Max Kellerman said it best. I want Iguodala. But
Fate of the universe, I'm taking Iggy. But
I'm
when it
taking
comes to
Castle.
Finals MVP, no, you're not.
But just going back to that real quick, anybody who watched the series saw that they were just doubling Steph Curry the whole game, and that's the reason the Warriors' offense was what it was. I mean, it was a 4-on-3 with Draymond leading the charge because they were just doubling Steph, and his stats were still pretty solid. So that was just complete, I don't even know, anarchy. That
Yeah,
team
it was
year.
nonsensical. It made absolutely no sense.
Yeah, it was like, man, he did a good job on LeBron, and it was like LeBron was without Kyrie and Kevin Love and still put up those numbers. I'm not trying to throw shade at Iggy. I love him, but I just don't think he should have been the Finals MVP. But to me, getting back to my original take, you look at Game 6 and Game 7. Yes, I know Wemby still led the Spurs in scoring last night, but it was a much more balanced attack. And you said it yourself that you think this series is going to be about the other guys and not about the star players. So going based off of that is where I see. I do think it's going to be tough, and it was honestly hard for me to predict who to give it to. I think Stephon Castle is the Spurs' second best player, but it's not a clear 1A and 1B. You saw his assist numbers remain pretty high when De'Aaron Fox came back, and his turnovers went way down. So if he's able to carry that over, we know Stephon Castle is going to attack. We know he's not going to shoot 2 shots and not take a shot in the second half. We know he's going to continually get his shots up. He's going to shoot threes, and he's been shooting it at a decent clip in these playoffs. So I think that's what makes it possible for him to win Finals MVP, and I just think so much of the Knicks' energy and concentration is going to be on Wembanyama that if Castle can get some Brunson matchups here and there and attack him, I think his stats are going to be good enough. I mean, let's be honest, the NBA community wants to give, and whoever decides the Finals MVP, they want him to give it to Wembanyama. They're trying to make him the face of the NBA. Don't get me wrong. But I just think the blueprint for Game 6 and Game 7 is going to hold true for this series, that if the Spurs win, it's going to be somebody else other than Wembanyama. Maybe who deserves it. Even if Stephon Castle's stats are better, I feel like they're going to give it to Wemby. But my bold prediction, Stephon Castle is your Finals MVP if the Spurs win.
Listen, if you truly believe that in your heart, I'm telling you right now, I know you're not a gambling man. Go on your next bookie and put some money down on that. I just searched it up. He's got plus 8,000 odds of becoming your next Finals MVP, and I have to agree with those odds. I just don't see a way in which they said. I mean, you said it best themselves. The NBA wants it to be Wemby. They want it to be Wemby or Brunson. I'm pretty sure they'd more like it to be Wemby, which means if the Spurs win, Stephon Castle is going to have to do something like out of this world to be given even a shot at winning that. Like, I don't know, maybe like a game 6 or game 7 buzzer beater. That's the only way I can imagine it going to Stephon Castle.
Yeah, can you read off the rest of those odds real quick? I don't know if you have them pulled up. I'm honestly very curious who has the third best odds after Wemby and Brunson. If it is Castle or if they're giving it to somebody else. Maybe Cat.
Yeah, so Victor Wembanyama has the highest odds, and then it goes to Jalen Brunson, then Carl Anthony Towns, and next OG Anunoby. So
They're
there's a
giving it
few
to
Knicks guys. There's 3 to 4 Knicks
giving
guys before
OG a
Stephon
better
Castle.
chance than I don't know about that.
I mean, OG's played unbelievably these playoffs. No knock on him. He's averaged near 20 points a game. One of their best defenders night in and night out. So I can't take that away from him, as well as the fact that I do think when it comes to the Knicks, while Brunson carries the heaviest load, I don't think the league is as scared to give it to someone other than Brunson. Where when Wemby, if the Spurs win, I agree with you. They're not going to give it to anyone other than Wemby. He's the face of the league. They want him to be the face of the league. They're pushing the narrative so hard. So yeah, there's a few Knicks players before they give it to Stephon Castle.
Yeah, well, just remember to come back to this segment when Stephon Castle is holding up Finals MVP.
Yeah, I'll come back and you'll be a very rich man. So congratulations on that.